Okay, this video is about fraction revision. This is the fraction revision worksheet from mathematics. So now let's begin. The first question is about equivalent fraction. Equivalent fraction is mean two fractions they represent the same thing, same number, same amount of objects, but by using different numbers. So what we can do is, we use multiplication or division. So let's see the denominator, because from 2 to 4 we multiply by 2. So in order to find the numerator we need to multiply by 2. So does the second one. So from 3 to 6 is we multiply 3 by 2 makes 6. So therefore multiply 1 by 2 is we get 2. So take a further example. We use different number. From 10 to 100 we multiply by 10. So therefore the numerator has to times by 10 as well. So 1 times 10 is 10. Or we see question H. From 4 to 16 we multiply by 4. 4 times 4 is 16. Therefore for the numerator we also multiply by 4. So 3 times 4 is 12. So, and we all can see the harder one. 4 sevenths. The denominator multiply by 5. 7 times 5 is 35. Therefore the numerator we also times by 5. 4 times 5 is 20. Also we can see the numerator is the same. If we are given the numerator, so we see from 2 to 8 we multiply by 4 to get 8. Therefore the denominator we also multiply by 4. 3 times 4 is 12. So as a result, so now this is what we have. And I will show you the whole. So here's the answer. You pause the video and check your answer. So now we move on to the next one. Question 2 is similar, but this time we don't do multiplication. Instead we do division. Let's see the first one. Let's see the denominator. From 20 to 4 we know is divided by 5. Therefore we divide it by 5 for the numerator as well. So 5 divided by 5 we get 1. So it's a kind of a simplification. So for the second one, 18 to 1 is divided by 18. Therefore we use 36 divided by 18 as well. So we get 2. So from 8 to 4 is divided by 2. So 20 also divided by 2 we make 10. So that if we have a denominator, so from 4 to 100 is multiplied by 25. So it's not always divide. We can multiply and we can divide. So it depends on the question. So we need to be very flexible. Alright, so I will show you the answer. So here is the answer of question 2. You can pause the video and check your answer. And lastly, equivalent fraction. So it's kind of like mixed question and with bigger number. So from 4 to 64 is multiplied by 16. So the numerator we can multiply by 16 as well. So it's 48. So if student cannot see 4 times what makes 64, what you can do is actually okay, I take question D for example to do a further explanation. So from 5 to 250 maybe it's too big. I couldn't do it in one step. So what I can do is I try to make something closer. For example, I know from 5 to 25 is multiplied by 5. So therefore I use the 4 multiplied by 5 as well to make 20 first. And then I realized that 25 to 250 is multiplied by 10. Therefore I multiply by 10 to the 20 as well, so to make 200. So you don't have to do it in one step. Instead you can try to do a middle step to help you, because they are equivalent fractions. But if you can see you multiply by 50 in one step, then you can do it. But if you can't, you don't have to. So for example, like the question B, 24 to 96. I can't see, but I know 24 multiplied by 2 is 48. So I multiply by 2 both sides. And now realize that if I times by 2 again, then I have 96. 48 times 2 is 96. Therefore, I can start from 12 times 2 to make 24, and that's how we find a difficult equivalent fraction. Alright, so I will show all the. So here are the answer. Pause the video and you can check. Okay, page 2 is simplifying the fraction. So when we simplify, the key is to make it simply forms. Simply forms means you cannot simplify that fraction further. So the first one, we have 10 out of 20. It's quite obvious, it's half. So the second one, we have 30 out of 50. So wherever we see a 0 at the end, actually it means tens. You can just cross out the 0. But it has the 0 has to be at the end. So take that for example. We have 1 0 here and 1 0 at the end. We can cancel that. So we have 8 out of 10. However, after we have 8 out of 10, I realized that we can also divide it by 2. Divided by 2 for both sides. So I have 4 out of 5. So when we simplify a fraction, no one say you can do it in one step or two steps. You can do multi-steps, but you have to find the simple form. So for question D, we can divide it by 5. Divide it by 5, so we have 2 out of 5, which is very good. And for question E, we can divide it by 2. We can divide it by 2, so we have 2 out of 16. And after I had the answer, I realized we can also divide by 2 again. So therefore I have 1/8. So see, when I simplify the fraction, I do 2 steps. More than 1 step, that's fine. I will show all the answer to you. So here are the answer. Now let's move on to question 2. Question 2 has very big number, so I need to apply the method I just mentioned. So we need to divide it by some number first and to see whether it's the simple form. So for 104, I would like to divide it by 4 first. So 104 divided by 4, I get 26, and 200 divided by 4, I have 50. And after that, they all can divide it by 2 again. So I divided by 2, divided by 2. So I got 13 over 25. So if you cannot see 104 can be divisible by 4, you can try 2 and another 2 and another 2. That's fine. So 136. So because they are all even number, which means they can divide it by 2. So I divided by 2 first. So 136 divided by 2, I have 68. And 512 divided by 2 is 256. And they still even number. So I can divide it by 2 again. And then I have 34 and 128. They also even number. I can also divide by 2 again. Then I have 17 out of 64. See, to simplify one fraction, I do 1, 2, 3 steps, which is fine. Okay. So I don't want to waste time to show you one by one, and just show you the answer. You can. So now here's the answer. So as you can see, when I did this, I couldn't do all of them in one step. Some of them I even do 2 or 3 steps. So there's no worry about doing more steps. Last one is we simplified the mixed number. So when we simplify the mixed number, we don't need to worry about the whole part. We just need to take care of the mixed number part. And so 2 will remain there. 6 8 is divided by 2. We have 3 4. 5, the whole part, we don't need to worry about that. We only worry about the 8/16, which is become half. So thus here we remained the whole number part, just worry about the fraction part. So that's all for the second page, simplifying fractions. So now let's move on. So next one is proper fractions, improper fractions, and mixed numbers. So firstly, write we can use P to represent proper fraction, I represent improper, and M to represent mixed number. Okay, I don't want to write down everything here. It's just use P and I and M to represent all of these. The first one we have 2 and a third, which is mixed number. When we have a whole number and a fraction is mixed number. And then if the proper fraction actually is smaller numerator or the bigger denominator. So if it's improper fraction, the numerator should be larger or bigger, and smaller denominator. A mixed number is with a whole number here. So second one is proper fraction. We can see 41 is greater than 35, so which is improper. Alright, this is proper fraction, mixed number, mixed number, mixed number, mixed number, improper, proper fraction, improper, proper fraction, proper fraction, proper fraction, mixed number, and improper. So this is the first question. And second one, we convert the mixed number into improper fraction. So what we can do is we remain the denominator. We use the whole number multiplied by the denominator and then plus the original numerator. So which is 1 times 5 is 5, 7. One more example, we remain the denominator. We use the whole number, which is 3, multiplied by the denominator and then add the original numerator. So we have 3 times 8 is 24 plus 5 is 29. So one more example, remain the denominator, the whole number multiplied by the denominator plus the original numerator. So 7 times 9 is 63 plus 8 is 71. Okay, I'll show you. So here are the answer. Pause the video and check your answer. So next one is from improper fraction to mixed number. So we need to use the division concept. So how many 7 in 10s? There are 1 7 in 10, so we write the whole number 1. How many remain is 3, so we put the remainder on top, and then we don't change the denominator. So how many 2 are there in 5? The 2 in 5, and 1 left, we remain the denominator. How many 3 are there in 7? There are 2 3, which is 6, and then remain 1, remainder is 3. How many 4 are there in 9? There are 2 4 in 9, and remain 1, we copy the denominator. How many 13 in 20? There's only 1, and 7 left, 7 is the remainder. How many 2 are there in 35? We can see it's 17, 2 times 17 is 34, remain 1. How many 9 are there in 84? 9 times 9 81, so there are 9 9s in 84, and remain 9 times 9 is 81, so remain 3. And afterwards we realized 9 out of 3 is not simply form, so we need to simplify as 1/3. 9 and 1/3. Okay. How many 7 are there in 36? 5 times 7 is 35, remain 1. How many 8 are there in 40? 5. 5 times 8 is 40, remain 1. How many 5 are there in 49? There are 9. 9 times 5 is 45, remain 4. So 7 times 8 is 56, remain 7. And 7 times 7 is 49, and remain 3. Okay, so we need to apply our times table and division skills to do improper fraction to mixed number. Okay, let's move on. So fraction addition. So to do fraction addition, we just need to remain the denominator and add the numerator. So that's all we need to do. We don't need to worry about the denominator, we only add the numerator. I will show the answers. Okay, up to here, I realized that we have 1/8 plus 1/8, which is we get 1 plus 1, 8, which is 2/8. When I see 2/8, I realize that it can be simplified. So I have divided by 2, they can all divide by 2, it become a quarter. So every time when I see fraction can be simplified, no matter you are doing improper fraction, addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division, we have to simplify the fraction. Alright, so I will continue. So for subtraction is similar. We use the numerator, subtracted the numerator, we don't change the denominator. Alright, so that's the strategy. The answer is coming. So here are the answer. When you see there are two fractions there, the simple form is the correct one. If you forgot to simplify, then you will lose mark. Alright? So the next question is the answer. We might have improper fraction because the question said as mixed number. So what we can do is fraction addition is also the same. 7 plus 4, 11 or 10. So 11 on 10 is improper fraction. So I need to do improper fraction to mixed number. So how many 10s are there in 11? There are 1 of them and 1 left. So the answer is 1/10. The second one is 6 on 4. How many 4 on 6? There will be 1 4 in 6. So it remains 1 2/4. And 2/4 can be simplified. So therefore the answer is 1 1/2. So later on when we in the test or we do exercises, the answer might be like that. You need to do more than 1 or 2 steps to find the exact answer to the correct answer. We can't leave the answer as not simple form. So here 25 out of 20. How many 20 are there in 25? There will be 1 of them. So 5 is the remainder. And 20 and 5, they can also divide it by 5. So I can simplify as 1 1/4 again. So that is the standard of how we do fraction, addition and subtraction. Show the answer. So here are the answer of the addition and subtraction of fraction to page 4. The rest of the worksheet I will show the answer on the next video. See you.